Baby, I turned that package over and one of the first ingredients was sugar. Listen, I don't care how big they printed plant-based on that package. That wasn't a healthy breakfast bar. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to Choosing My Health. If this is your first time here, I'm Melissa. I'm a health coach, holistic nutritionist, and plant-based food instructor, and I teach you how to easily transition to a whole food, plant-based lifestyle and thrive. On this channel, I share plant-based education, recipes, and encouragement. So if that's your vibe, please consider subscribing to this channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. Today I'm sharing the biggest mistakes most people make when going plant-based or going vegan. These common plant-based mistakes can cramp your style and leave you super discouraged, especially if you're a plant-based beginner. Listen, I've made them too, and I'll show you how to easily correct each mistake. And make sure you stick around till the end because I'll share the one thing that helped me to keep going even after I made all these mistakes. And as always, at any point during the video, you can check out the YouTube description box for all the links and the resources I talk about in this video, as well as additional resources. All right, you ready? Let's go. Okay, real talk, just wanting to be healthier is not enough. In fact, you can have all the motivation in the world and all the desire to eat right the next time you cook a meal, but if you don't have a plan, you're planning to fail. I'm so going plant-based, like today. But I have no clue what I'm making for dinner. Intentionality is the name of the game. Let me give you a perfect example. A study published in the British Journal of Health Psychology measured how often people exercise over a 2-week period. Participants were placed into 3 groups. Group 1 was asked to track their exercise, and Group 2 was given information about exercise benefits and asked to track their exercise as well. Now, Group 3 was given the same information about exercise benefits. They were asked to track their exercise, and they were asked to formulate a plan for the following week. They had to explicitly state their intentions by stating, during the next week, I will partake in at least 20 minutes of vigorous exercise on X day, at X time, and at X place. The results were shocking. In Group 1, 38% of the participants exercised at least once per week. In Group 2, 35% of the participants exercised at least once per week. And in Group 3, the group who intentionally planned to succeed, a shocking 91% exercised at least once per week. Here's the point, y'all. Writing down a specific and detailed plan leads to greater likelihood of success. Here's an example of what your written plan may look like. So during the next week, I will eat 1 plant-based meal every day for breakfast at my house before I leave for work. Or maybe it's during the next month, I will learn at least 1 new plant-based dish every Sunday morning in my kitchen. And by the way, if you need some ideas, check out my recipes playlist. Not making a plan and relying solely on motivation is like getting into your car to go to the gym without a clue on how to get there. You'll only end up driving in circles while burning some expensive gas. Hello, somebody. So write out that plan and make it your GPS and start driving to plant-based success like a pro. By the way, if these tips are helpful, go ahead and smash that like button. Thank you very much. Now, this point took me many years to finally get. So I remember this one time I picked up this plant-based breakfast bar, really excited to try something new, right? Baby, I turned that package over and one of the first ingredients was sugar. Listen, I don't care how big they printed plant-based on that package. That wasn't a healthy breakfast bar. And trust, it would have spiked my blood sugar levels. To make sure you don't fall prey to this common mistake, don't assume you're eating healthy unless you read the label. The proof is in the ingredients. Because though a plant-based diet centers mostly on plant foods and may also allow for less healthy plant foods such as processed sweeteners, fried foods, and bleached flours that can wreak havoc on your body. Ooh, this looks so yummy. Plant-based, double deep fried, oil dripping, fakin' bacon. Okay, yeah, I'm shaking. Is this healthy? This is why I promote a whole foods plant-based diet, because on it, you consume foods as close to nature as possible, which in turn give you the best health results as possible. You gotta know the difference between less healthy plant foods and more healthy plant foods. Less healthy plant foods may look like sugar-sweetened beverages, frozen fake meats, French fries and potato chips. They may all say plant-based, but the ingredients may contain fillers, added sodium, and saturated fat. We ain't need all that. And if you want plant-based to be healthier, read the ingredients because the packaging may lead you down a path you're running away from. Okay, did a light bulb go off for you? Let me know in the comments. We can all learn from each other. Now, this next point is something I didn't do, and I really wish I did. Have you been on a plant-based diet for a while but unsure if you've made any progress? I've been drinking these green smoothies, but I don't even know if it's working. Honey, the only way to know if you've improved is if you track your progress. If you transition to improve your cholesterol count or maybe lower your blood pressure, you need to have several reference points over a period of time. And if you don't, it's very easy to assume that nothing's working and to go back to the same old, same old. To avoid this mistake, here are 2 easy ways to start tracking your progress right now. Number 1, start a food diary. Include what you're eating, how much you're eating, and when you're eating. This will be very helpful to identify nutritional gaps and potentially problematic times like late night snacking. It will also help you identify food patterns and ask eye-opening questions like, am I even eating enough vegetables a day? Or how healthy is my diet throughout the week? You're gonna see it now. And number 2, if you haven't already, get a blood panel done. Getting blood tests done every 6 months or less, depending on your health needs, is a sure way to track your health changes on a plant-based diet. So this one is hard to do when you've fallen off track, and 2, you think everyone else has it together, and 3, you compare your meals to those perfectly staged plates on your feed. Ugh. My meals look nothing like hers. I'm doing this all wrong. This behavior is unhealthy and it will stop you from seeing the good there is in what you are doing. I remember feeling this way every time I slipped up and went back to eating meat or cheese. And granted, I had already made major improvements, but because I was so hard on myself for falling off the bandwagon, I would stay in my feelings for like a minute and it would take me so long to get back on track. So stop being hard on yourself. You are so much closer to achieving your goals than you were before you started this journey, even with the slip-ups. So start celebrating the accomplishments, the small wins, the big wins. They all count for something. Remember, you're not aiming for perfection. You're aiming for healthy. Even if all you can do right now is 1 plant-based meal a day, you better give yourself a hand clap and keep going. Now, if you've come to this point of the video and realize that you've made some or all of these mistakes and feel far from reaching your ideal, I want you to know something. And it's the same thing that keeps me going when I don't get it right. Every single one of your dreams matter. Do not let anything, not even your mistakes, stand in the way of them. Someone's blessing depends on you fulfilling your dream, and they need the healthiest version of you to make that happen. So please, keep going because your decision to be healthier is worth it. God has placed those dreams in your heart to accomplish a God-given purpose that only you can do. So if you're going plant-based, whole food plant-based, or even vegan, remember to write a plan, double check those ingredients, track your progress, and give yourself some grace. You've already come so far, and you should be proud of yourself. I hope these tips help you pinpoint the biggest mistakes most people make when going plant-based and how to fix them so you slay this plant-based lifestyle like a pro. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't. And thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Also, click or tap right here for even more tips to help you transition to a whole food plant-based lifestyle and thrive. I hope you have an amazing day. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.